What's up, everybody? So finally, the documentary about Funko making fun did become available to watch on Netflix, and I did go ahead and check it out. And normally I like to give it like a day or two before I review a movie, but you know, this is a documentary, so I feel that's kind of different. And then also I have a lot of thoughts in mind, and I just want to go ahead and get these out, you know, really fast while they're on my mind, you know. So I wanted to go ahead and share this with you. And I'm going to say this up front: this movie, I mean, remember, it's a documentary, so I don't think I need to say that I'm, you know, going to avoid spoilers necessarily. It's not that type of movie, you know, but I will leave out some details because I don't want to completely give everything away, you know, for you. So yeah, I'll be careful about what I say, but I definitely want to give some opinions about you know, certain things, certain aspects of the documentary I feel I should share with you all. So first of all, to be completely honest, the way the movie starts off, you know, the documentary starts off, it starts off with some energy. It shows a certain event that really kind of gets you, I guess, in the mood to watch the film, which is cool. I definitely understood why they did that. And then they jump back to the history of Funko, and I don't think that's a surprise at all. We all knew, of course, that they would cover, you know, the history of Funko, and I think they do a really good job about that. But I do have to point out that it is broken up. So there are, you know, it kind of jumps around in time with Funko. You know, how Funko developed into what it is today, you know, and of course they start back at the very beginning with their very first bobblehead. But then it kind of cuts that with collectors, basically, with fanatics. You know, with them going back and forth between the fanatics and what was going on with the company and the history of it, and then also some other random business things going on with Funko and talking to the artists, it did feel a bit scattered early on, and it wasn't quite really gelling together for me at first. Even when they started to get into, like, you know, some of the celebrities that have worked with Funko, it still felt just a little bit scattered. But then I would say maybe like a half hour into it or so, I got more of a feel for what they were going for with the documentary, and it did start to really come together, and I just understood it more. So yeah, I really did get, in the long run, what they were trying to accomplish, and I think it does work. I still feel, though, I have to say this, I gotta be honest, because you know, of course, I'm always, you know, as honest as I can be with you all. I still feel like there were some things that were kind of forced into the documentary. There were certain I guess you'll say, like, testimonials that came up that to me didn't really fit so much within the context of the documentary. For example, you know, of course there are several celebrities that make an appearance, and one of them, and like I said, I don't really consider this a spoiler. Remember, it's a documentary, you know, so and also I'm not saying everything that was said word for word, but Lou Ferrigno is one of the celebrities that makes an appearance, and the story that he told, I mean, I get his message behind it. I just don't think it really fit so much within the documentary. I mean, that's just me, you know, but and there were some celebrities that didn't have like a lot to say, you know, and I feel like you know, Funko pretty much was taking advantage of the opportunity, you know, that they had these celebrities at their disposal, so, you know, put them in the movie. And yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes with documentaries, but most of the celebrities, I did understand why they were in it, so it's not like it was a complete bust as far as the celebrities are concerned. And I definitely do want to give props to Cletus Selden. I really liked his segment. The way that it was edited together was pretty sharp. You know, the things that he said, I think he repped the community pretty well. And also, you know, with Cletus, you know, he's representing Funko not just as a professional boxer, you know, a professional athlete that collects, but he's also a YouTuber as well. So I think, you know, I really liked his presence within it. And yeah, I think I really liked his section. And there are some other celebrities that shined as well. I don't want to say all the celebrities that were involved. I will say one I just got to give props to. It is so cool to see Alice Cooper, you know, 70 years old, still out there rocking stages. That's pretty cool to see. You know, he does have an appearance within it. And also, and again, I'm not giving all the details, but I will say, as a matter of fact, I won't even name the celebrity. I'll just say there is one celebrity that has a figure up and coming, and he kind of critiqued the artwork that was given to him, the concept art. And I like that they showed him being honest about what he liked and what he didn't like. I like that they were transparent with that, so that was really cool. And I like the history of Funko being shared, even though it was kind of broken up and somewhat choppy. I really did like that they did go through the history, and I feel like I got a better understanding of how the company formed and came together. And I definitely got to say, there was way more heart to the movie than I expected. I mean, it's a documentary, so of course, you know, you get some personal stories. You know, you do get some emotion out of it. It is definitely more than I expected. It was almost odd, though, I will say, especially early on, because even the music choices and everything, it just felt like there was maybe too much of a push for emotion at times. You know, if that makes sense. I mean, of course, you'll make up your own mind when you check it out, and I definitely do suggest that you check it out. I think it is worth watching. But yeah, there are some emotional moments that to me just kind of came almost out of left field. And like I said, with the music as well, which was kind of somber at times, it was somewhat unexpected. But yeah, some of those emotional moments, though, they actually were powerful, especially involving the founder of Funko, Mike, who you know, ended up selling the company to Brian, who you know, you'll meet these guys within the documentary if you're not already familiar with them. But yeah, I think Mike really added a lot of heart to the movie, and really Brian as well, even though you really didn't see Brian get emotional or anything, but you really see that these guys, they care about what they do and what they've created. And I think that really does separate Funko from, you know, some other companies. I don't think people, I'll say it this way, I think some people try to look at Funko as just another company that's all about the profits and doesn't care about the fans, and I really don't think that suits Funko. I mean, no company is perfect. I mean, let's be clear about that. No company is perfect, but I think Funko really does go out of their way to connect with fans and to, you know, help bring collectors together and just make, you know, like they say, making fun. I mean, they called it that for a reason. That really is the goal, you know, to help people have fun. So I think they're true to that. I think that really does come through within the documentary, and it does feel honest. It feels genuine. You know, so I definitely like that, how it came together overall. Now, I do want to say, though, that as far as their choice of the collectors that they showed, they did show different collectors from around the world, which was pretty cool. And it helps you see just how large this collecting community is for Funko. It really is worldwide. There's a lot of people that are really deep into it. But one downside to the movie, I will say, is that it very heavily focused on fanatics and, you know, people that have been collecting for a long time, people that have huge collections, you know, people that might even have some deep pockets, who knows. So I kind of wish that they had more of the everyman type collector, you know, people like myself that, you know, I have a decent sized collection, but a lot of that is really thanks to my YouTube channel and, you know, having so many viewers that have been kind to help me out. You know, but yeah, that's one aspect of the movie I felt was kind of lacking, is that they really should have had, you know, maybe some newer collectors, people that are just getting into it. You know, maybe take the time, like maybe they should have had a segment on somebody that's recently started collecting. You know, I think that would have been cool. It probably would have rounded the movie out some more, but they did decide to heavily focus on fanatics, like I said, people that have been at it for a while and people that have really massive collections. So yeah, which is cool. I mean, it was very interesting to see, you know, some people's collection and how much it meant to them. And, you know, as you learn about Brian, if you don't already know some things about him, like his love for Hanna-Barbera, you see that within Funko. I mean, a lot of the con exclusives tend to be Hanna-Barbera focused. So, yeah, it's interesting to learn a lot of things about the company. I'll also say this. I mean, I so want to go to Funko HQ. I've been wanting to go to Funko HQ. You know, I've seen it in people's videos. I saw the grand opening and everything. And of course, they cover how the store came together and the grand opening within this documentary. And boy, just it makes me want to go there so much. It is an amazing store that they put together, and I really do hope that they bring a headquarters eventually to, or at least a store eventually to the East Coast to maybe give me a better chance to try to get to one. But yeah, it's amazing, and you do get some really good visuals of you know, the Funko HQ, and also, you know, some other things that Funko does. You get some really good images within this documentary. So I'll just say this basically: there's no reason not to watch it. If you already have Netflix, I mean, there's really no good reason not to watch it. If you collect Funko, you have Netflix, check it out. I mean, I think it is worth the time. Like I said, you know, it may start off kind of slow for you and it might seem a little bit jumpy, like it's jumping around, but then I think it does smooth out. And, you know, it's really cool to see so many collectors and how it, you know, brings collectors together. I do want to say this as well. Something else I think is a big positive of the movie is, I think, you know, as collectors, and some of the collectors brought this up about being judged by other people. You know, I noticed most of the collectors said something related to that. But I think one really good thing about this documentary is it's helping us to see that there is a huge community out there. You're not alone in it. Even if you're the only person you know in your personal life that collects, there is a huge community out there. So I think that's important, because then you don't feel so isolated with it. And also, you know, if you have people in your life that are hating on this hobby, I think this documentary can help you to realize that they are absolutely wasting their time. You know, Funko is huge. People have a lot of love for it. So all these people that are trashing it, saying it's going to disappear like Beanie Babies, all this and that, you know, this to me really shows how futile, you know, those type of statements are. You know, I can't say that Funko's going to be hugely popular forever, but I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. You know, not with all the love that you see within this documentary for it. And it's a lot of people that they covered. You know, it's not like they just focused on a few small number of people. No, they showed a lot of people that have a lot of love for Funko. So yeah, I don't see the company fading away anytime soon. But yeah, that's my recommendation. That's my final recommendation to it. Yeah, definitely check this out. And by the way, I just wanted to share real quick here also the Freddy Funko figures that I have. And it's crazy how quickly things have changed with Funko, because the first Freddy Funko I got is the one there all the way to the left. And I got that from the Funko shop. And when I got that from the Funko shop, all together on the Funko shop, there may have been like 10 items at most. At most. And you look at the Funko shop, how it is now, it shows you how much the company has grown. There's so much on there. And of course, a lot of collectors are aware of the Funko shop, because ad icons, you know, that's been such a big part of Funko's success from the beginning. And that's something you'll definitely see within the movie as well. You know, from the beginning, ad icons has been huge for them. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see, you know, even in my short time of collecting compared to most other collectors. I mean, a lot of collectors have been at it for a long time. For me, it's been just over 2 years, you know. So yeah, it's crazy to see how the company has grown so much already. But yeah, again, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it once you have seen it. If you're considering checking it out, you know, let me know that as well. Just let me know your thoughts about this documentary. Also, by the way, one more thing real quick here. They do have one segment towards the end where if you're really paying attention, you also get kind of a look at what's up and coming with Funko as well. So do definitely pay attention to that. I think that's pretty cool as well. And they did mention one item that I'm pretty hyped about. So yeah, really pay attention to that, you know, especially towards the end. But yeah, that's going to do it for my review. Like I said, my recommendation is check it out. Really no good reason not to if you are a Funko collector, and especially if you have Netflix already. But yeah, yeah, let me know what you think about it, and I will talk to you all again real soon.